Mikhail Shatsky, a Russian expert involved in modernizing missiles launched against Ukraine, was shot dead near Moscow, a Defense Forces source told the Kyiv Independent on December 12th. His death was likely orchestrated by Ukraine's military intelligence agency, the source claimed. Shatsky was deputy general designer and head of the software department at the Moscow-based experimental design bureau Mars, and reportedly oversaw the modernization of Kh-59 and Kh-69 cruise missiles. The experimental design bureau Mars, owned by the state-owned conglomerate Rosatom, focuses on the development and manufacturing of onboard systems for automatic control and navigation in aircraft and spacecraft. According to the source, Shatsky was seen as the main proponent of incorporating AI technology into Russian drones, aircraft, and spacecraft. The first to report on Shatsky's death was Ukrainian-Russian anti-Kremlin journalist Alexander Nevzorov, who wrote on his Telegram channel that Hur eliminated a particularly dangerous criminal. Nevzorov shared photos of a person resembling Shatsky lying dead in the snow. The man was reportedly killed in the Kuzminsky Forest Park near Kotelniki in Moscow Oblast. Anyone who is involved in the development of the Russian military-industrial complex and support of Russian aggression in Ukraine one way or another is a legitimate target of the defense forces, the source said. Ukrainian intelligence services have been linked to a number of assassinations of pro-Russian collaborators or Russian military officers inside Russia or Russian-occupied territories of Ukraine during the full-scale war. The Ukrainian Partisan movement has reported tracking a column of Russian military vehicles moving north through Crimea. According to a post on its Telegram channel on Thursday, December 12th, the column was likely heading toward the occupied Zaporizhzhia region, where Moscow is preparing to intensify its offensive operations. The column included a significant number of armored vehicles, including tanks, BMPs, and APCs, as well as military tractors and trucks, the partisans wrote. Additionally, Atesh said, "All the information we have gathered has already been passed on as intended. We know where and how to stop this equipment from reaching mainland Ukraine." Last week, Kyiv Post reported that the Kremlin is attempting to use an increase in offensive action in the Zaporizhzhia and Kherson regions, along with the use of the Oreshnik ballistic missile, to raise the stakes and as a bargaining tool for future negotiations. This was stated by the head of the Center for Countering Disinformation of the National Security and Defense Council, Andriy Kovalenko, on Friday, December 6th, in Comnets on remarks made by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov in an interview with American blogger and host Tucker Carlson. Putinists are trying to inflate and present the threat to the Zaporizhzhia and Kherson regions as a condition for negotiation, making it believable to the U.S. This nonsense was voiced by Lavrov in his interview with Tucker Carlson, while the Russian army conducts mock crossings of the Dnipro River during exercises and prepares for active operations in Kherson and Zaporizhzhia regions, Kovalenko stated on his Telegram channel. In their strategy to raise the stakes, the Russians are attempting to bargain with threats, the same way they did with the Oreshnik nuclear-capable intermediate-range ballistic missile case, Kovalenko added. Kadyrov's special status in Russia is only growing. Since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, the personal army of the Chechen warlord has increased by 100%, from 12,000 to 25,000 men, an investigation by Proektor Detali shows. At the same time, these soldiers are not fighting in the special military operation. They are in Chechnya, ready to move at the first order. Will this first order direct them towards Ukraine or some internal rival? That remains to be seen. Russian forces tried to attack positions from the 36th Marine Brigade in the Kursk region. The mechanized assault ended in failure. Ukrainian Marines repelled a Russian mechanized assault in the Kursk region near the village of Zelenyi Shliak. The 36th Marine Brigade reported that they repulsed 2 mechanized assaults. 2 mechanized attacks were defeated by Marines in cooperation with friendly units, the brigade shared. The Russian command sent BMD 2 airborne infantry fighting vehicles carrying assault troops to the assault. However, mining and a large number of FPV drones left the Russian soldiers no chance. The brigade destroyed 4 BMD-2s and 17 enemy paratroopers, the Marines noted. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones monitored the movement of the soldiers throughout the battle. The village of Zelenyi Shliak is located on the left flank of the Kursk group of Ukrainian forces. In the first half of October, the Russians managed to push through this flank and occupy the village. At the end of October, the Marines, together with other units, stormed the Russian positions near the village. The specifics of the work in the Kursk region is that maneuver operations, both defense and offense, are being performed. Both the enemy and we use this. However, many enemy infantry do not even reach the point that was set for them, and because of their heavy losses in morale, they are not ready to fight even in the Kursk region, not ready to fulfill the tasks assigned to them by their leadership, Aeneas, spokesman for the 36th Marine Brigade, reported. Night FPV drone crews of the Achilles UAV Battalion, 92nd Brigade, made some successful hits in the Kharkiv region, hitting a BM-21 Grad, T-72 tank, M-46 cannon, 3 vehicles, 2 Bukanka vehicles, and a buggy. Ukrainian forces have repelled a mechanized Russian attack near the settlement of Krylyakivka in the Kupiansk district, Kharkiv region. Yuri Fedorenko, commander of the Achilles Unmanned Strike Aviation Systems Battalion of the 92nd Assault Brigade, reported this on Telegram and published a respective video. According to the Post, the battalion, in cooperation with National Guard soldiers from the 1st Presidential Brigade Buravy and paratroopers from the 77th Airmobile Brigade, managed to repel the attack. Currently, Ukraine is not ready for negotiations with Russia. To begin talks, the country must be strong enough to speak with the aggressor on equal terms, the Ukrainian news agency Suspilna reports, citing Andriy Yermak, head of Zelensky's office. For the negotiations to begin, Ukraine must be strong, and only then will it be able to speak with Russia on equal terms. Because everything that is currently coming from the Kremlin is the language of ultimatums, the head of Ukraine's presidential office said. According to Yermak, this is why discussions are taking place with partners about the importance of strengthening Ukraine and dismantling Russian narratives that Ukraine allegedly wanted the war.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.